If you have the Samsung soundbar, probably in the 5 series, and you're wondering if you should get the wireless rear speaker kit, the answer is yes. Without them, you're not really going to get that good of a sound experience. It's just not going to be loud enough. I mean, the soundbar and these speakers, they're not the greatest speakers in the world, but they're good. They're better than what I had. It's just not Bose, and I also have Bose systems, so I'm expecting Bose everything for the price of Samsung. But for the price, this Samsung system is good enough if you get these additional speakers. All right, so the box comes with this receiver unit. I'm guessing this like automatically Bluetooths and discovers the previous equipment. And we got these tiny little speakers. They're 80 watts each. They're smaller than I had anticipated. They're way smaller than they look in the pictures you see online. And then obviously we got a power cable and speaker wire. Man, I hope these are, it's better be wireless. Oh, wait a minute, what? It can't be. And I thought they were truly wireless, but they're not. There's like a little Bluetooth wireless station that these wired speaker cable plug into. But at least the base station that Bluetooth connects doesn't require any wires. But the speakers to that base station that you see in the background there, those do require a speaker cable. As you can see here, there's the speaker cable connections. Why can't it just automatically sense the soundbar? But I guess it needs the extra amplification. Whatever, that's fine. I'm happy to have wireless speakers. All right, in case you wanted to see the inputs, those are for the speakers if you're wiring it. And then for the power, there's no other inputs on this that I can see. What does that say? It says standby and link. And here's a troubleshooting tip you'll need to know, because I made the mistake. When I plugged in the speaker cable into the speakers themselves, there's exposed little metallic copper wire that comes out. But there's plastic sheeting that protects the wire, and the length that you plug it into the speaker itself, if you push it in all the way, the plastic hits the metal leads. The metal leads need to touch the copper wire. If they don't, you won't get any audio, and you'll think the system's not working right. All right, let me give you the pros and cons. The cons are, one, I thought these speakers were 100% wireless. They're not. There's the base station, and the speakers wire plug into this Bluetooth base station. That base station then connects back to the soundbar. I didn't think that that's the deal. I didn't think I'd have to do any wiring. I did. Luckily, it wasn't a big problem for me. But if you think these are wireless, fully 100% wireless, they're not. The other thing is the whole system itself, the soundbar with these, the output of the total volume is not loud enough for me. It's loud enough, but it's not loud enough, if you know what I mean. The sound itself is good. I enjoy the sound, especially when I'm listening to a movie or something that had the audio correctly set up. If they did the audio good on the source material, the audio comes out fine. But if you get one of these, recordings that are very low, even when I pump it up all the way, like I was watching Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, or one of the Indiana Jones films on Amazon Prime Video, and the audio was really low, and I had everything cranked up all the way. That's what made me buy these extra speakers in the first place. But I think even with these rear speakers, it still wasn't loud enough. There's other productions, though, that are so loud, and sometimes the sound bounces so perfectly off the wall that it's really super loud in the room. So it just kind of goes on what the source material is. But they're not wireless. The total sound isn't that loud. But if you have the soundbar, you got to get these. Like if you already plunked down some money for the soundbar and you're like, man, the sound's okay, but I would like it to be better, get these. These make the system complete, because without them, it's just a soundbar. And I think it depends on the acoustics of your room. I have a kind of like there's a lot of open space in the room, so there's not much space for the sound to bounce off the walls, and that's probably why it doesn't sound that loud for me. So all speakers really depend on the room that you have. But like I said, if you have the soundbar and you're wondering if you should get these, I think you should. There's a lot of negative comments on the Amazon page about the speakers, but Like I said, I really think it depends on your room and what you're expecting for the price you're paying. These are the whole system. The soundbar plus these speakers is fairly priced. You know, if you need that super duper sound, buy Bose. But if you just need a good, decent soundbar, it's average. I'd call this an average system. Like if I had to rate it, I'd give it an 80%. It's not a B plus, it's a B. It's not a C, which I guess C is average. It's slightly above average. It's not superior, it's just average. So I recommend getting these speakers if you have the soundbar. Thank you for watching Tech Nuba. There's a link in the description below.
Tech Nuba.